I had originally been working on a script regarding Sargon and his spurgery. It was in response to someone claiming that I have no reason to, and I'm quoting here, hate on Sargon. This is one with the things he's done, been involved with, and manipulated, more than a few people have reasons to hate on him. That's right, reasons to hate on him. As they also have reasons to call him out and expose him for his infantile shit. It was supposed to be a sort of part 2 to another video I made a while back and got sidetracked from getting done. But then Andy Warski had his stream over the weekend where he exposed a lot of the skeptics' laundry that they didn't want out there at all involving gay ops. This was done in clearing his name from accusations of his being into underage girls, which was fabricated and perpetuated by these people within their little cadre of retards. Then Jim, aka Mr. Mediker, he went on a live stream with V, Sargon's bottom bitch, where V was trying to distance himself from the shitstorm created by Hurricane Andy Warski touching down in the land of autistics and morons, exposing their spurgery to the light of day. In part, it was clear he knew that Jim was going to run with all of this, being sick and tired of all their idiotic and infantile behavior, and he wanted to try to avoid becoming a target. Which ironically, when someone does that, they usually have something to hide. I don't know if it has to do with this situation, but I believe V has something he really doesn't want out there. Something that he feels could really hurt him. Something that he is afraid Jim will find out and use against him. Which, if I was to hazard a guess, what he's afraid of people finding out is his perverse sexual proclivities. Regardless, not the point of the video, it's just an observation regarding him and all of this. This takes us to Jim and his Sunday Funday stream from this past Sunday. It is where we got his take on the whole situation that Andy was key to exposing and clearing his name from the false accusations created and spread by Anal Vape, Kraut, Tonka Saw, and others that they tried to use to destroy him, his career, and his relationship with his Irish lass, Sinead. We also found out that others are involved and that there are more than a few who are now dropping and leaking information about this latest conspiracy of Kraut's to destroy his enemies. It looks like his little group has more leaks than a colander has holes. This video has nothing to do with the leaks or the situation itself directly. I believe others who've got into all of this have said what needs to be said and pretty much have covered everything. The point of my making this video is so that I can chime in and give a message to those fuckwit spurgs, the skeptics. When I started creating content, I swore that I would have nothing to do with any of you, never mind get grouped in with you in any way, shape, or form. I do not want to associate with you or be associated by others to be part of your group. Every single one of you. You are as if AIDS and a cancer virus had an illegitimate love child and that love child had one with Ebola. I mean that too. You really are that toxic. Regardless of what any of you might claim, none of you are actually friends with each other. Friends do not collect personal information and dirt on each other and use it as leverage to compel loyalty by using the implied threat of exposing it all. Yet that's exactly what all of you do. You record your conversations with each other. You take screen captures of them on Twitter, Facebook, and Skype, along with other platforms. There is only one reason to do that: leverage. Because it can give you power over another human being and you can use that to get them to do what you want in most cases, depending on what you have on them. This makes you autistic, spurging, self-centered, wastes of space, shitbags that only care about yourselves. Friends do not act like how all of you do. No matter how much V wants to claim that you can be friends with people on the internet, which he tried in his stream with Mr. Mediker as some sort of gypsy gotcha with him, that will never make it true. Actual friendship requires real-world interaction with another person. That is the only way the bonds of it truly occur. He doesn't understand this though, and is why he is loyal to a fault to people that wouldn't piss on him to put him out if he was on fire. One of those people being Sargon, or as I like to call him, Soy Boy of Trap Porn, and he spent time with V in real life. Which is why when it came out Kraut had personally handed Carl, depends on the age Benjamin, Coach Red Pill's personal information as part of the Git smearing him, V avoided that fact and focused on how it was up on Kiwi Farms to try to claim what the soy father did wasn't doxing or smearing. This is when it was intermediaries of Kraut who facilitated that information being up on Kiwi Farms. All of which is definitely not the actions of decent human beings, never mind the actions of someone you call a friend. I am not friends with anyone online. I have a few people I am acquainted with and will interact with out here on occasion, but that is about it. I am responsible for my own actions and no one else's, unlike the skeptics who manipulate and blackmail each other to do their bidding. When you force someone to do something because you might just dox their family if they don't, you are responsible for their actions, just as they are responsible for them as well. I have no loyalty to anyone out here. In return, no one has any loyalty to me. That loyalty you skeptic shitbags have, or at least what you call loyalty, minus V and all of it, where he's a loyal idiot, it is because you are holding dirt on each other. You have folders full of recorded conversations and screen captures of your interactions with each other. Tweets and posts from them as well. All of it you are holding on to until the day you decide to burn someone because it is beneficial for you to do so. Like when they have served their usefulness or are too much of a liability. You are scumbags, every last one of you, who failed at learning how to make social connections with others in the real world and failed at getting ahead and becoming successful in it. You found on YouTube, though, in making videos of you going after bedroom feminists who suck dick to get a good review on their video game, SJWs and the like, a little bit of success, and it went to all of your heads. Out Here became reality for you, instead of it remaining La La Land like it is for those of us in touch with reality. You bought into your own shit. You started getting high off your own farts. When you are full of shit and trying to be a bullshit artist and misrepresenting yourself, your knowledge, intellect, and the like, the last thing you do is start getting high off your stash of it. It doesn't matter if you are sniffing your own farts, drugs, whatever. You start getting high off your own stash that you are selling to others, it never ends well for you. Which takes us to where we are today. I truly hope that Jim takes down each and every last one of you motherfuckers. Wait, let me rephrase that, because you have to know what pussy feels like to have fucked a mom. Which in Sargon's case, where his wife did father another man's troglodyte and he's clearly into traps, that applies to him as well. V, he couldn't get laid in a morgue, which is why in part I think he went into medicine to try just that. Kraut, he's not into fucking women, just other YouTubers. He does like having them step on his junk while electrocuting him with his nipple clamps though. The rest of you, like Zeph, you are probably being cucked left, right, and center by more manly men than you, which could explain how Mundane Rat somehow has a kid where he spends every waking moment in front of his computer worried about what people are saying about him. On the note of a definite cuck who was involved, besides Zeph obviously, just look at how Kraut's last gay ops led to his hit list of people, collecting their information, and the smearing of Coach Red Pill. That was the result of David Shitrat and his feeling like he got rejected, appears, by Lauren Southern. This was the result of her not messaging him back instantly in response to his wanting to get his autistic dick into her panties, hoping he finds the hole. You people, all of you, are really just as pathetic as him. You truly are. I can't wait to see Jim burn you all to the ground and leave no ashes. The rest of us tolerated your sorry, pathetic asses because you were going after your low-hanging fruit and leaving the rest of us alone. Sometimes you even made going after them a bit entertaining to watch, I will admit. But your time in the spotlight, if you call a 40-watt incandescent bulb a spotlight, is over. It is time for all of you to stop acting like Al Bundy, pining for your glory days. They are over. You are no longer relevant, which is why you are all spurging out while trying to remain in that dim bulb of a spotlight of yours like you are. Unless you all get a clue, grow up, and stop pulling your infantile high school shit, there's going to be one more going after your sorry, pathetic asses. Meaning I'm going to jump in on this, and trust me, you don't want me to do that. I will go after you just as hard as Jim does, to the point of where you will try to claim I am one of his supposed groomed children that has surpassed the master. If you think I'm kidding, try me. If you think you can stop that from happening by targeting me personally in my channel, let me tell you otherwise. That won't stop me. It's only going to motivate me more to want to see each and every last one of you destroyed for all your shit. Plus, you should also know, unlike you, I hedge my bets and always try to be prepared. Remember that. YouTube isn't the only platform I am on. You might, and I mean might, be able to silence me over there, but you won't be able to do it anywhere else. Even if you were able to take down my channel there, don't you think that the people you don't want to have more reasons to go after you wouldn't like your doing that to me for calling you out? I don't think they would, and you already have enough trouble to deal with. You are outmanned, outgunned, overestimated your intellectual abilities and intelligence, and are not going to win this battle. Never mind the war you are trying to wage. Trouts have a higher chance of getting pregnant than you do at winning anything right now. But with Kraut thinking they can get pregnant, it could be why he has carried on with his gay ops like he has. None of you are anyone's moral superior, except within your own little group of misfit and reject spurging autistics and Down syndrome babies. You are also not better than anyone else either. You are not morally superior to me, I can assure you of that. The same with being better than me. The same is true in regards to Jim, Andy Worski, Ralph of the Ralph Retort and Killstream, or anyone else out online you've targeted for that matter. It has almost gotten to the point where the feminists and SJWs are morally superior to and better than you. I am serious in saying that too. After all, Steve Shives has never been caught running gay ops or anything else to the level of you spurgs. Now has he? He has never fabricated evidence or took fabricated evidence and tried to label someone being into underage girls. He never tried to insinuate that someone was a kid diddler who wasn't, all because they made fun of his Salvation Army off-the-rack suit. He never collected information on someone, handed it off to an intermediary to post on a website so it could be used against them by him to keep his hands clean. He never tried to ruin the life of someone because they called out something he's been faking, like say an accent for example. There are a lot of other shitty things that you skeptics have done that he hasn't. By anyone's definition of better than or being one's moral superior, hands down, he has all of you beat in regards to both. This is when he is a complete and total piece of spurging shit with a white guilt complex because a family member was in the KKK. I have a couple questions in closing. What does that say about all of you? How does it make you feel to know that even Steve Shives is a better person than you and morally your superior? We will find out with how long it takes for all of you to get on your super secret Discord server, conspire to take my channel, this video, along with me down, and it happening, I guess.
Using sperm, using sperm.
If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.